Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Kruger. Well, if you're a Betty White fan or someone looking to welcome a new furry friend into your home, tomorrow you can get both. The Nebraska Humane Society is holding an adoption event in celebration of the late Golden Girl's birthday. 3 News Now reporter Molly Hudson joins us with the details. Molly?
That's right, Adam. Betty White passed away on New Year's Eve last year, just weeks before she turned 100 years old. In honor of her birthday, many raised money for animal rescues and shelters. But this year, the Nebraska Humane Society wanted to kick it up a notch with a huge adoption event.
She was a fierce animal advocate, loved animals, had a lot of them, really was for the underdog.
To continue Betty White's legacy for what would have been her 101st birthday, the Nebraska Humane Society is hosting an adoption event.
So we thought, well, her name seems to mean a lot for animal advocates, so let's see if we can't get some animals out as well.
The Nebraska Humane Society is packed, and many dogs like King here. He's just one of over 100 dogs ready to be welcomed into a new home.
I have never been here in a January where we had that many dogs. It's pretty incredible. We had a lot of dogs all of last year, and it's continuing.
Pam Weiss with the Nebraska Humane Society says they have a lot of animals to choose from. 109 dogs, 20 cats, and 16 critters are up for adoption right now.
We have 50 public-facing dog kennels, and so some of the dogs that are up for adoption you can't even really come and make eye contact with very easily here at the shelters.
But Pam says they have a plan to showcase as many animals as possible.
We're going to have some volunteers that have some of those guys out that are in the back kennels to be able to get them forward so you can at least make eye contact and go, oh, well, I want to meet him when I talk to my adoption counselor.
And because there are so many to read about, you can do 2 things. Read about them online or check out their report cards at the shelter.
Printing out all of their report cards and kind of categorizing them in areas on the wall. So if you've got kids, you're like, oh, these are the guys that are going to do well with kids. Oh, I've got teenagers. Well, these guys shouldn't be with toddlers, but they can be with teenagers.
The goal matches many animals with the right homes as possible.
And so we're hoping that people respond, come in, have a bite of Betty White birthday cake, and see if you can't find an animal that you want to go home with.
For the big event, the Humane Society is extending their hours for adoption to run from noon to 9 p.m. All adult dogs will be available to adopt for $50. Some of the younger ones are a little more, and adult cats are pick your price. Keep in mind, these prices do not include the required pet licenses. In the studio, Molly Hudson, 3 News Now.